Okay, I'm going to explain a little concept called privilege, which basically means that there are people in the world who have it better than other people based on characteristics over which they have no control. So race, gender, things like that. So, a lot of people, when they hear check your privilege or saying, yeah, you're privileged, you have it, whatever, they think, oh, you hate me because of, no. Okay? Or trying to get people to realize that they have privilege, people often think that we're getting mad at them or we're telling them that they should hate themselves because of whatever, even trying to bring to light that some people have it worse than they do based on things over which they have no control. So, for example, I have privilege in some ways, in other ways I don't, because I'm white and I'm able-bodied and I'm cisgendered. So I have privilege in those areas because people who aren't white, I don't know, not where I live, I'm gonna say, because I'm like around the world, but anyways, where I live, people who aren't white don't have it a little harder than I do. And trans people, that's trans with an asterisk, including all gender identities that are not cisgendered, anyways, have it worse than I do. It's a lot harder for them. And people with physical disabilities have it a lot harder than I do in life because things are catered a little bit more to the able-bodied and the cisgendered and the white people. So I realize in those aspects I have privilege, but I don't have privilege in a lot of other areas. For example, I'm a lesbian, so I don't have privilege there. Although even then I have a little bit of privilege because some within the queer community, some sexual orientations are prioritized. Like, for example, everyone knows about like being homosexual, but there's biphobia and acephobia, I guess. But basically, like, people with other sexual orientations that aren't the heterosexual, homosexual tend to be treated badly. So even then, I have a teeny bit of privilege there. And I have issues with mental illness and whatnot. So I'm a little bit disadvantaged there. But I'm not going to go hating on those who are straight and male and have no mental issues because they can't control that any more than I can control having them. So whenever someone's if you're giving your opinion on something, and someone's like, okay, dude, you have no idea what you're talking about, or someone's just trying to bring to light the fact that equality isn't a thing that exists right now in a lot of areas. It's not trying to make you feel bad for... Sorry, she's trying to eat something that she's not supposed to. You're a carnivore, Missy, remember that. Anyways, so, like, if people are just trying to show you that you have privilege in these areas, they're not trying to make you feel bad for it. They're just trying to make it so that you're aware, because the goal of that is to try and make it so that nobody has privilege, so that everyone is equal. And the first step to that is to bring awareness to the fact that there isn't currently equality, because a lot of people, because nobody's going to be trying to change anything, or no one's going to listen to people trying to change anything if they don't think anything's wrong. So, I see this a lot, like, whenever, like, feminists are trying to show how there is some equality between the genders. And then guys are like, oh, you're trying to make me feel bad for being a guy. No, we're not. We're just trying to show you that there is inequality right now. So, yeah, hey, look, there's this problem. We're trying to fix it. Stop hating on us for trying to fix this. And, or even, like, try to make it so that it's a lot easier for people who don't have privilege to, not get treated like shit type thing, like with ableism, if someone has a physical disability, they have it harder in life because the world is catered to able-bodied people, and then some people are completely ignorant of their strife, and they make it even harder for them by, not having everything being accessible, or not allowing them their entitled spot on the bus or something, because there's invisible physical disabilities as well. So all that is just trying to bring awareness to the fact that there's an issue. We're not trying to make you feel guilty for not being part of the, we're not saying that you're part of the problem, because you have as long as, you don't perpetuate the system of some people being better than others for things over which they have no control, then we're not mad at you specifically. We're just trying to inform you so that you can understand where we're coming from. So, a great example of, because the thing is too, is that we're also saying, like, you can also, as someone with privilege, you can even use your privilege to help out those who don't have privilege. Macklemore is a perfect example because he's cisgendered, he's heterosexual, he's a white male, and so he realizes that he has privilege there. What does he do? Does he bitch about how everyone's, bitching about how they don't have privilege? No. He says, I realize I have privilege, and I realize that people will listen to me over people without privilege, so, because the thing is that if someone who isn't in that privileged spot says something, they're not taken as seriously by those perpetuating the system of privilege, or those who just aren't aware of the fact that privilege is not a bad thing. Well, it is a bad thing, but, like, it's not, we're not mad at you for having it. So he realizes that people will listen to him, so he can use that privilege to try and dismantle the system of privilege. So he uses it to raise awareness about issues of those without privilege. So, his song like Same Love, and he, bringing awareness to these issues that other people wouldn't listen to because, oh, it's just those, nice one, Mitzi. It's just those queer people, or just those, women or the feminists or whatever else just bitching about nothing. But whenever someone who isn't in that position saying, yeah, there's something wrong, people will start to listen. Is it good? Is it okay that that's people only listen to people who aren't in that situation? No, because come on. But hey, and we're not saying just because you have privilege you have to use that privilege to help others, because not everyone feels the ability to, but it's just kind of be aware that you have it a teeny bit better than others. So, maybe be a little bit more sympathetic, maybe, or something. You don't really have to do anything different, but just stop getting mad whenever people bring to the fact that there is a system of privilege. Like, we're not mad at you, we're not blaming you for being a guy or whatever else. We're just showing you that there is a difference. So, yeah, thanks for watching.